Since I've become involved with the film, I've seen people reading Lee Child novels everywhere. You know, I felt there was almost a conspiracy on Virgin Atlantic because I was travelling out here and probably 3 people around me were reading a Lee Child novel, and I sort of thought, have these all been placed here by Paramount? I think we've come to sort of see a type of law portrayed on film that has become so sort of perfect and groomed and manicured and slightly cold around the, you know, and hard-edged. And I was interested in finding the sort of humanity of this woman, you know, someone who's actually trying to present a polished front but is, you know, struggling to hold it all together, you know, and so we wanted some cracks to appear. So when we started working on the script, you know, I really was sort of pushing Chris to say, can we kind of suggest that she's really up against it? Can we suggest that her firm doesn't want her to take the case? Can we, you know, make the stakes higher for her? The reason Chris McQuarrie is such a good writer is that he economically gives you a great amount of stuff to play with, stuff that is, you know, that the scenes seem beguilingly straightforward when you read them. And then when you come to voice them, there are all kinds of subtle ways that you can change them, tweak them, you know, change the dynamics, change, you know, the moods of the characters, really. The way they've shot the action is particularly interesting. You know, we've got a whole team of people who are incredibly good at what they do. You know, Tom is unique, I think, among movie stars these days in that he does all of his own stunt work, and he's an expert fighter. Let's go for a car chase that isn't about blowing things up and flipping cars. Let's just go for a car chase that's about the driving, about people handling machines, you know. And I think that's so cool, you know, and you can stand back and show a wide shot of a fight and it plays perfectly because they're that precise, Tom and the stuntmen, that, you know, you don't have to cheat that the punch is kind of going wide or whatever. They're so accurate. It looks pretty nasty. I mean, it looks really nasty. Well, I also think it's a stroke of genius, inspired casting Werner Herzog as the Zek. You know, his voice is so sort of indelibly printed on my mind now. I kind of, you know, Chris McQuarrie said he'd heard a tape recording of Dr. Seuss read by Werner Herzog, and he said, you know, if you ever played that to your children, their children would have nightmares.